Good morning, class. So we're privileged to have His Excellency, the President, come through on day one of your training as part of the 1 million holders program. Fred, I think you should just give the President a small brief of what's happening.
So, Your Excellency, once again, welcome. This is also another class that is in my case going to take up network as a career. Okay. It's called the Certified Network Support Technician. So, as part of the what we are going to deliver to the people, we are going to have skills to be able to.
So you may all, cameramen, you may all resume.
Call titles lest he misses one and be made to pay a fine. What about an elder? Even in the ring of elders there is an elder. So when the elder sits there is the king, but the king has a mother. Good morning, mother. My mother taught me to speak hefty things in very fleeting words, and so pay attention. Our elders say that when a child learns to wash his hands well, then he eats with the elders. What happens to an elder who does not know how to wash his hands? So who truly tells who an elder is? I learned that the beard is the broom with which our elders gather wisdom. Our elders rinse their beards in the dew to lose the pigment of youth. Mind you, when you meet an elder who totes no beard, he might have picked all of life's experiences. Sit with him and learn a few words. I came to speak of Ghana. I speak of Ghana and I think of the drum. So, they say a man beats his chest because he has no drum. No way. I beat my chest because the chest is as good as a drum as any animal skin could ever be. When a warrior is sure of his footing, he beats his chest and dares life to bring on its worst. And so I stand in the feet of Ghana and I beat my chest. I say we are a force that is full. We are actually a storm which speed is not able to be calculated because we are a storm gone past puberty, waiting to take on the world in one big splash. Welcome to the crossroads of dreams. Welcome to the market of 9 moons. Welcome to this place where in the beginning the Creator spread his golden mat and sat us, beautiful, invincible people like you, that when any matter is bigger than the world, they should bring it to us. We would unknot it like this knot of wisdom. Yenti enu nyankopon bo nyansapo. Yenti enu nyankopon nwene ntoma. Te se dia mehyi. Eni kenti e de se asase mfimfini asem bi kire won so a omomra na yensa ne fama wo. Ago fiha. And so, what would warrant that a young one like me is ambushed to stand before his elders and begin to call the opposed one after the other and ensure not to miss one? I almost brought the chili all the way from the savannah to the shores just to ensure that when we have called our songs, we carve the sons with nimble dance and not bare bones, my people. I came to pour libation, not with water. I came to pour libation, not with drink. I came to pour libation with thought. And so, thought goes into thought. I did not come to pour libation to our ancestors. We have invoked them too many times, they hardly have time to be dead. It is high time we start invoking our living ancestors, people who are doing amazing things in our time, my people. And so I came to pour libation to you, and you, and you. Save a little bit for myself, so that when I am done, I can also cut a drink. For in the cutting of a drink, we have sober moments of reflection, and then we have thought with which to serve our nation. And so I dare tell you that on the day when you were sent from the spaces of the divine, the Creator left you 3 things, maybe 4. He sent you with morning dew. Osma oni ahumpabusu, osemeba, jano pabusu, uko nebufu ba, fam ayunfo, sebrisu, na omono mwa, akoma, atolem. Nasa wo koko du krutia, na ushi ubi a wanantia bra, offer them dew. Dew is the Libation our ancestors pour over our heads. And so every morning we wake up and we realize that the paths to our farms are wet with their directions so that we find our ways to bumper harvest. I dare say the Creator left you with gold. Ghana. Na we with the two watch the on contabu. Send you be fear by your patapa, your Nasuria Sambia catcher. Translation says Ghana would play with her children with gold nuggets and then teach them to count with bullets so that when anybody attacks you with violence, you know how to send them with a message of peace. This is the space the Creator gave us. I dare say the Creator gave you beautiful thoughts. They say that thoughts lie in the pillow. Thoughts rest in the head. But when you find a good pillow, gentle, to receive your head, then you wake up with good thoughts. Then you are able to make meaningful contributions to these steps of life. Ago.
Samuel Nate George. Thank you.
Our bright young minds, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ghana, civil society advocates, distinguished guests, friends from the media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I stand before you today with immense pride and a deep sense of purpose as we gather for the official launch of the 1 Million Coders program. This is a bold and transformative initiative that marks a new chapter in Ghana's digital journey. This is not just a program. It is a promise to our youth, to our future, and to the idea that no Ghanaian should be left behind in the digital age. Let me take this moment to extend a heartfelt welcome to each and every one of you. Your presence here today, whether as a policymaker, partner, industry leader, traditional authority, educator, or young innovator, underscores your belief in the vision we are unveiling, President Mahama's vision. I am truly grateful to all who honored our invitation and made the time to join us for this important milestone. The 1 Million Coders program stands as a flagship initiative of the John Dramani Mahama government, driven by a simple but powerful objective: to equip our young people with the digital skills they need, not just to survive, but to lead in the 21st century economy. It is about preparing a generation of thinkers, builders, and problem solvers who will shape the future of this nation with code in their hands and opportunity in their sights. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will recall that last year, His Excellency the President made a pre-election promise to launch the 1 Million Coders program, which has been touted as a bold initiative by our international partners to train 1 million Ghanaians in coding and digital skills, empowering them to thrive in the rapidly growing business process outsourcing and knowledge process outsourcing ecosystems. We have quickly moved to turn this vision into action, to equip our youth for the future of work through the 1 Million Coders program. Please note that this is happening within the 120-day social contract period, and it tells you how committed and focused His Excellency the President is. This is a bold step towards resetting and building the Ghana we want together, a Ghana of opportunities, innovation, and prosperity for all. I firmly believe we are at a defining point in Ghana's digital journey, a moment where resetting Ghana is not just necessary, but urgent. This is a call to action, to transform our economy, create sustainable jobs, and invest boldly in our people. We must harness science, technology, and innovation, not as buzzwords, but as tools for inclusive growth. The 1 Million Coders program is designed to do exactly that: bridge the gap between what is taught in classrooms and what the job market demands, to boost digital literacy nationwide and equip our youth to compete and thrive on the global stage. The world is rapidly evolving, driven by technology and innovation. From artificial intelligence to blockchain, to mobile apps and cloud computing, digital skills are no longer optional. They are essential for survival in today's economy. Yet far too many of our young people remain on the sidelines of this revolution. In Ghana, it is estimated that only 7% of the youth have access to structured digital training. And across sub-Saharan Africa, nearly 60% of our young people lack foundational digital skills. This gap isn't just a missed opportunity, it's a barrier to progress, and we must break it down. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, The 1 Million Coders program will provide comprehensive training in coding and digital skills initially in 4 locations and later spread out nationwide. Ghana India Kofi Annan Center of Excellence in ICT, where we are this morning, is leading the content creation and training of the program. The center has developed a standardized curriculum in multiple digital disciplines at the beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels to create a uniform training ecosystem for all Ghanaians, irrespective of the part of our country in which they reside. The initial courses for the pilot include Certified Cybersecurity Professional, Certified Network Support Technician, Certified Data Protection Manager, Certified Data Protection Expert, Certified Data Protection Officer, Certified Data Protection Professional, and Data Analyst Associate. Mr. President, we planned to do the pilot with 260 students. But within the first 4 hours of announcing, we had over 4,000 applications. We decided to do a double track and do 520. As at this morning, about 30 minutes ago, the number of applications we have received is 91,847 applications. This speaks to the visionary nature of your plan and vision to transform our digital ecosystem. All the courses published for this program will have fundamentals of coding embedded in the course delivery. There will also be elective coding courses to be run as part of the entire program, and all the courses will be run simultaneously in all the regions. This initiative is a strategic investment in our youth, empowering them with in-demand digital skills that align with the jobs to be created under the 24-hour economy policy. Ghana faces a youth unemployment rate of over 12%, and yet the digital economy is projected to create millions of new jobs across Africa by 2030. By partnering with the private sector, we're not only expanding access to opportunity, but also ensuring relevance. Training 1 million coders is more than a number. It's a commitment to innovation, problem solving, and preparing our youth to drive Ghana's industrialization and economic diversification from the front lines. The benefits of this initiative are numerous. By creating a pool of digitally skilled individuals in differently skilled areas, we'll be able to drive innovation, entrepreneurship, and economic growth in our nation. We'll also be able to improve the quality of our educational system, increase digital literacy, and enhance our nation's competitiveness in the global economy. Ladies and gentlemen, this initiative is designed to level the playing field. It will open doors for individuals from disadvantaged backgrounds, those too often excluded from the digital economy, to gain the skills and knowledge they need to succeed. In Ghana, nearly 1 in 5 youth are not in education, employment, or training, and digital exclusion remains highest among rural populations, women, and persons with disabilities. They will be factored under this program. To the young people of our nation, I say that this initiative is a call to action. We need your creativity, your passion, and your talent to drive innovation and entrepreneurship in our nation. I encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity and become part of the next generation of coders. To our international partners who have shown extreme goodwill to partner us on this program, the MTN Group, Telecel Ghana, C-Squared, Google, Amazon Web Services, Microsoft, the ALX, Tony Blair Institute, and several other partners who have expressed willingness, we say thank you for believing in the vision of President John Dramani Mahama. Today, we welcome not only the beginning of a flagship initiative, but also your support, your ideas, and your collaboration as key partners in this journey. To our youth, our stakeholders, and every guest present, you are part of this vision. On behalf of His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama and the entire Ministry of Communication, Digital Technology and Innovation, I once again warmly welcome you to this important occasion. We are honored by your presence and energized by your commitment. Together, let us launch this program with purpose, unity, and ambition. Together, let us code the future of Ghana and Africa. Welcome, thank you, and God bless our homeland Ghana.
Wow. I think he deserves better than that. Put your hands together.
Good night. It is only when we sleep that we have dreams, my people, and so all men sleep. Yet, when those of us allowed to sleep do, dreams are the preserve of the chosen. And so, all men sleep, the chosen will dream yet, third strain of life chooses to wake up and lend feet to our dreams. So one man sleeps, has his dream, wakes up, wants to lend feet, and then he calls all of us to go. So say our paths to God lie within. It takes one to take the torch and lead the way. Ghana, welcome to a new morning where we woke up on the right side of our bed. One man chose to sleep, woke up, stretched, yawned, and he says, I have a dream. And then we all choose to believe because this is possible. We have often been told of future leaders who are not allowed to think because it's not their time to lead yet. But future leaders, this is the time to train the future the way to go, so that when you are older and the future is also old, it knows to treat you with some respect. And so, it is good to have your future leaders trained now. Have them vision the future the way it should go. My people, if we were in a race and I was to hand the baton over to the future, I would choose the hand with which to receive the baton from the runner who goes before me, for my place is only held temporarily. My people, which is older, the egg or the hen? Now, whichever one was created first, that is not an argument to be had. The most important part simply says, between the egg and the hen, each one of them is too small to hold itself fully, so each holds a part of the other in trust. And so, it is only on the ends of old ropes that new ones are woven. My people, is it not beautiful that we decide to send messages to the future from now? We have chosen a million ways to beautifully do it by allowing young people to own the future, sending messages and saying, dear future, this is Ghana in the 21st century. See you in a few years' time, and these seeds we sow today would have rippled across the sands of the world. 1 million coders. 1 million coders. Okay. 1 million. Birth another million. Birth another million. If my people do not understand all the big English we will speak today and all the fantastic things we are doing, would it suffice to tell them, say, a computer and kitty? You see, little drops of water make a mighty ocean. The computer and kitty would eventually ensure that Ghana takes its place on the digital maps of the world and leave our footprints. My people, what if we could code Bamaya and Adoa so that a long time after this civilization is gone, all the beautiful things we do now will still stand the test of time. Now, it simply says we are creating employment for 1 million people, but one provides for 13 or 25, and the ripple keeps going on. Imagine a steel pool with a pebble dropped in there. The ripples are so strong. Agu. He to him what is good is not good. Our elders say, let him sniff a little alligator pepper and see how he likes it. I'm a young man, and I believe that if we had 1 million storytellers to send our messages to the future in languages that we might not understand reading from the books, my people, we would have simply secured our future. And so it takes a man to know that when he has gone to bed, returning into this dance is not guaranteed. And so that is how legacy starts for Ghana. 1 million. 1 million coders are more than 1 million voters, my people. 1 million coders, probably less than how many million farmers we have in Ghana today. So, do not forget the back without which there is no front. Sankofa. Sankofa is the only principle through which our ancestors have brought us up to this point. And so, when Nipa Bremu wo, Akoko Brema Nkwai, Ghana this year, oh Brahma Ding, what are we leaving for the generations yet to come? When they get here, they will point their fingers at us. Whether it will be the left or the right, it is our decision to make now. What would warrant that a man will stretch his hands and shake you? Would it be an insult or it would be a greeting? What the future does to us would be our decision to make now. My people, so imagine I am Ghana. I am a carpenter building a big ark so that all my people will be safe because the floods are coming. And then I take, with all the pan, my hammer and hit all the nails in the right places like we are choosing to do today. Then the future is safe and secure.